Yeah, you mentioned China, and of course, the United States has two key adversaries now, which is both Moscow and Beijing. Um, the objectives towards Russia seems kind of clear. It's been the same for quite some time, but uh, what are the objectives towards China? What does the United States seek to obtain? Given it appears that over the past few years, the United States has been chipping away at this one China policy by sending military advisor, kind of slowly scrapping away any pretense of it being part of China. Do you see a likelihood of a war between the US and the Chinese in the coming years?
There's a lot of talk about that. One high U.S. military official just a couple of days ago saying he predicts a war with China by 2025. This is pure insanity. You can't have a war with an advanced nuclear state. It's termination. It's the end of the story. It's out of the question. What's the problem with China? Well, actually, the former Prime Minister of Australia, Paul Keating, right in the dragon's claws, had an article in the Australian press recently in which he ran through the China threat, one claim after another, pretty easily debunked. He finally drew the obvious conclusion. The threat of China is there, and it refuses to follow US orders. It's not like Europe. US tells Europe, you're not allowed to trade with Iran. Europe doesn't like it, but it follows the orders. US tells China, you're not allowed to trade with Iran. They don't pay any attention. Can't have that. You can't have a major country that doesn't follow orders. That's an intolerable threat. International affairs is pretty much like the mafia. The Godfather does not accept disobedience. It's too dangerous. Even disobedience from a small shopkeeper is dangerous because others may follow the example. But a major disobedience, like someone else trying to be the Godfather, can't have that. And that's pretty much the basic principle of international affairs. As I say, US didn't invent it. It's just taking it over from imperial history. China's threat is, there are lots of things China's doing that are wrong, even violation of international law, but that's not a threat. The threat is simply they are there, they do not follow orders, they follow their own path, they're developing much of Eurasia through the Belt and Road Initiative. This is expanding to Southeast Asia, to Africa, to Latin America even. That's intolerable. Well, can't stop it with bombs, so let's try to stop it some other way by preventing their economic development. It's a long story, but it's very dangerous.
Yeah, Noam Chomsky, thank you